Jai Hind everyone, welcome again to the Patriotic IAS for our IAS PCSwala daily current affairs session. Here we will take near about 13 topics that are very important. They belong from the different area from GS paper 1 to GS paper 3, and yes, from the prelims perspective they belong from the different subjects like the history, art and culture, polity, and also governance and science and technology. So today we have a lot of questions, lot of topic news that are from the this science and technology. We will try to cover all in a very analytical manner. So let's start with the topic that we are going to cover and their relevance with the UPSC. So we will start with this Chinese dual use cargo that has been counterfeited, and yes, this is from the Chinese source. Okay, so it is from the GS paper 3 perspective because it's involved the internal security as well as GS paper 2. Okay, international relation, and mainly it will be based on the men's perspective. Here there are a lot of things that is also important for the prelims perspective. Okay, so we will also study that area. Then we will study the mating calls indicate Kashmir Hanguls are on the comeback trails. There has been the a increase. There is the chances that the now the Hangul, they are also known as the Kashmir stag, their number is predicted that it could be increased. So this Kashmiri Hangul is also the state animal of the Jammu and Kashmir. So please remember for the prelims, and yes, for the mains it is for the environment area. Then we will study this CGI, Chief Justice of India, flags growing reluctance to trial judge to the grant bails. So it will be under the GS paper 2 and judicial reform. Cannot you write that at this point whenever the things come what the judicial reform needed? So it will be a further point for the mains. Then we will study for the registration of periodicals move online as Union Government Notify News Act. So we will see that how this periodicals has been defined under this act. So it will be for the mains under the governance area. Okay, so please remember this. Then we will study GI tag to the particularly this handmade charkha drawn this Paschima shawl that has been the machine used, and that's why there has been the unemployment and basically to the women's. So now due to this GI tax there is chances that the demand for this Pashmina shawl made up of the charkha that will increase. So it will be for the prelims as well as for the mains. Then we will study over 24,000 boats recorded during the Tamil Bharani water bird count. So we will see that different migratory birds, their numbers has been noted down. Then we will study this Gyan Mission in a very detailed manner. So it will be for the prelims as well as for the mains. And this is associated with the GS paper 3. Then we will study resolution against the central border plan. So recently we saw that there has been the change and fencing into the India and Myanmar border, and this free movement regime that was there we are going to remove. So this is for the internal security as well as international relation, as we see our relationship with the Myanmar. Then we will study drugs and magic remedies act. There has been the violation by the Patanjali, and yes, it has been banned. So we will study about this, how this occurred. So this is important. Okay, here drug and magic remedies act. Okay, then we will study predatory fish uses the rapid color change to coordinate attack. So how they adapt to the different situation, what is their social behavior, how they are changing their color to to make their attack more smooth. So we will study it under the environment GS paper 3. And then we will study a case for the life-saving modern contraception. So we will see that there is the very less awareness, and due to this less awareness of the contraception, there is the high risk of pregnancy. And we studied already that there has been 49%, more than 59% risk during the pregnancy for the women. So we will study this under the health sector, GS paper 2. Under the okay, then we will study managing our resource with the artificial intelligence. So use of artificial intelligence, that comes under GS paper 3, science and technology section. So this will be all about, let's start with the first front page, and the front page starts with the Chinese. Okay, so let's start with the front page. This is about the Chinese dual use cargo heading towards the Karachi port, and we have sieged it. Okay, so we will see that. So here we will try to know that this port, which port it was leading. This is the Qasim port, so we will locate this Qasim port. And we will also study from where it was, from the Mumbai port. So we will study that this Nahwa Seva Mumbai port, it was moving towards that area. So we will study, this was the dual use item. So there are many items that are used for the making computer hardwares and other thing. Same thing can be used into the missile technology. So we will study that how this China support this dual use item and missile technology to the Pakistan. So here we know that there has been the ban on this dual use under a treaty that is known as the Missile Technology Control Regime. Under that, there is the ban of any of the dual use that can be used into the missile technology that can deliver the lethal weapons such as the nuclear weapon. So these missiles are the delivery system. Okay. So if there is any chance that if the country is not member of this missile technology control regime, and you should know that neither Pakistan nor China are the member of that. So let's see that what is this missile technology control regime, and India is the part of it. So okay, so these are the green color nation, they are the member of this missile control regime, missile technology control regime. So you should know that China is not, but Russia is there. Most of the European countries are there. In the Africa, South Africa is only country. Here the only Australia, and here India was very recently inducted, and Brazil and Argentina. So these are from the South America. Okay, so please remember all these things. China and Pakistan are not member. So both are the close friend. It is easy to remember that, yes, these close friend, they both are not part of it. What is this missile technology control regime? This has the 35 members, already we know that, and they are related to the any transfer of the technology that can proliferate the missile technology, and that can use for the delivering the weapon system for the mass destruction such as the nuclear weapon. So it's started into the it was started in 1987, and it started with the 7 countries. Mostly they are the Western countries such as the 4 from the Europe, France, Germany, Italy and UK, 4 from the Europe, and Canada and US from the North America, and 1 Japan. So it was started by them, and yes, it has been increased to the other countries. Now 75 countries are the part of that. Next important thing about this you should know is that where is this port that is located? Qasim port. So Qasim port, this is the Pakistan. You should be aware of the Karachi is Karachi is here, that is located here. Okay, so see, this is very close to the Karachi port. We also know that this Gwadar port has become very important because China is developing this China-Pakistan economic corridor under the One Belt One Road initiative, and to reply this, India is developing the Chabahar port here in the Iran. So they are the important. Please remember this port. Beside that, you should also remember this. Strait of Hormuz here, and this Bandar Abbas port is here located. So this is also important. Bandar Abbas, again, it is in Iran. Chabahar is in Iran, and here the Gulf of Oman is here and the Persian Gulf is here. So please remember this. Okay. Beside that, you must be remembering this Gulf of Aden, and here the Babal of Mandab, that is the strait that is in the news, and this Houthi attack on the Western nation's ship is continuous. So this is in the news, Red Sea, and through the Red Sea you can reach the Israel. Israel here it is in the news. And the two things that you should remember, this Gulf of Aqaba here and the Gulf of Suez here. So these are the important things. Just for the revision purpose, we already have covered all these things. Okay. So this is all about that how this material that was of the use for the dual use that can be used into the technology, as already we know that the China is helping Pakistan in developing its nuclear technology as well as nuclear energy in the power generation they are also using, and this material, this consignment has the initiation into the Yangtze River that flow into the East China Sea. So please remember this flow, the mouth of this river is the East China Sea, not the South China Sea. So UPSC can ask such type of the question. Next news that we will cover is this news that is of the political news, not of the use. This is also not of the use, a crime news, not relevant for us. But we have a relevant news that is very important, this Hangul. So number of the Hangul that has increased. Recently we saw that there has been the decrease in number. Why there was the decrease in number? There has been the multiple disturbance including the stress on the forest area and human intervention. This all disturbed the habitat area, and the mating time period was also disturbed. So now this time we banned the mating, banned the entry during the mating period. It was into the October. So here you can see that yes, it was banned. So no visit during the mating period. Okay. So we saw that the number, it was dwindling, decreasing gradually, and by 2015 the number reduced to the only 183, but now by the 2021 it is increasing to 61, and now we are expecting that it could be 300, more than 300. The mating period September and October, the visitors was not allowed this time. Okay, here the ratio is very unequal. Now only near about 90-20 male for the 100 female. This is the ratio, and this is not healthy. You should remember that this Dachingam National Park that is in the Srinagar, and in this only national park, this Hangul Kashmir stag are found. They are the species of the deer. So please remember, UPSC can ask that where this is located. This is very close to the Kashmir, and this touch the Dal Lake as well. So you should remember. Okay. So this is all about this Hangul is also. They are also very much, they are under the critically endangered species, and they are the state animal of the Jammu and Kashmir. So you have to remember all these things. Now the next news that we are going to cover is EC calls for the strong action against the official indulge into the favoritism. So we should know that what are the issues that election commission and election in India are facing. Here please reply that who is the chief election commissioner. Please write into the comment box. So this is important for the state PCS. Here it has given that the election commissioner, now the chief election commissioner of India is the Rajiv Kumar. So this person, This Rajiv Kumar. Okay, so what are the issues that India is facing in the elections? The favoritism by the officials. This is the one of the issue. The other issue is the temptation there, and that's why Chief Election Commissioner has asked that please there should be the a temptation, and this is from the official, because here it has mentioned that the immediate action should be taken against the people who involved in the fraudulent activities pertaining to the election process. Okay, and yes, beside that there has been given that. All these district election officials have been asked to immediate act on the complaint lodged by the political parties. Okay, so what are the main thing that other issue of this election was the fake news. Okay, so fake news, false narrative or the tracked immediately. This is the thing that is election commissioner is doing. So whenever anything you have to write, you can use these points. This news is about the Chief Justice of India flags growing reluctance of the trial judge to grant the bail. The main issue of the trial judge, district judge at the district level, they do not give the bail. And normally, as per the Supreme Court judgment, the bail should be given in the normal condition. In the rare case when it is found that criminal can temper or can misuse its freedom to tamper or manipulate the evidence, in that case only the jail is given, otherwise the bail is given, because you are not convicted. Maybe a person without convicted living into the jail, this is against the justice, because the punishment should be always after the conviction, not before the conviction. So this is not a normal case. Okay, so here Chief Justice has said that in the principle we follow that bail is the rule and jail is the exception, seems to be losing ground, because mostly these judges at the district level, they do not give the bail, and they fear that there could be some of the misinterpretations. That's why they refer it to go for the uh, High Court or the Supreme Court, and it's become very much a delay into the justice, as well as there is the long pending cases into the High Court and the Supreme Court. So this has been given that yes, there need for the reform. Other thing is that adjournment culture into the courts, and we have recently saw that the student activist Umar Khalid, who he is in the jail for the last 4 years, and there has been the delayed and adjournment into the hearing for the bail plea, and that's why he withdrew his bail plea, because he think that it is not possible to get, or there is chances that there will be the rejection. Same is the case with the Deputy Chief Minister of the Manish Sisodia. So yes, this is the clear violation of the fundamental rights of the this person to the access the justice into the speedy manner. So that's why you should write whenever you have to write about the reform into the judiciary. Next important news that you should know is this: we have made the landing strip near the LAC, and it will enhance our internal security, particularly whenever we have to provide the defense, we have to face the Chinese conflict or the any situation with the. So you should remember that where it is Neoma. So now we have made into the Neoma. Other is also into the Kargil. Okay, Leh and Thois. So please remember these are the area. Kargil and Leh, it is easy, but the Thois is the exceptional here. So you should remember. So this is this landing ground. This will help in the whenever we have facing any situation with the China. Next important news: the registration of periodical moves online as Union government notifies the new act. So here the definition has been provided. What is the definition of this periodicals? Any publication including newspaper which is published and printed at regular interval. Okay. So here you should know that there is the difference between book or the journals and the periodicals and the newspaper. So we have made this what is the name of this the place and registration for the periodicals act. This is the act that we have brought, and already we have the previous act that now will stand at the repealed. And yes, Registrar of the newspaper for the India has been renamed as the Press Registrar General of India. So for this all you should know, because this is in the news, they can ask into the prelims the definition, who is going to regulate, who will be the regulating authority. And Press Seva portal, this will be for the online application for the registry of the any press, any newspaper or the periodicals. Okay, and this Press Seva portal, that will have the chat bot, so that the easy reply and quick reply could be possible. So this Praise Seva has been provided with this digital technology that will make it speedy reply. Okay. Next important news that we will take is this Kalbelia dance. This is the folk dance of the Rajasthan, and this is performed by the women from the Kalbelia tribe. So these Kalbelia tribes, they are the snake charmers, you should remember. And the movement of this dance is like the serpent movement. Whenever there is this bean, this is played. Okay, this bean is known as the pungi. So you should know that this is the movement of the snake. The women also have the same type of the movements, and this is the instrument that is mainly used. This is known as the pungi. So please remember, let's see one of the performance under the Kalbelia. So this is the dressing sense, the black skirt that is used, and beside that there is the lot of the mirror work in the dress. So you should remember this thing. Okay. So yes, this is the folk dance of the Rajasthan. Let's solve some of the questions that we have covered till now. The first question, please solve that and please answer. What will be the correct answer? Which of the following statement about the missile technology control regime is correct? It is legally binding international treaty. To it focus on the controlling the spread of missile and related technology. Select the answer using the code given below. 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. Please answer. Okay. Second question, consider following countries: India, China, Pakistan, Russia, Israel. How many of the above countries are members of the Missile Technology Control Regime, MTCR? Only 2, only 3, only 4, all the 5. Please answer. So we already have studied on our first page what is this Technology Control Regime. We saw the countries that are associated. Next question, which of the following is the primary protected area for the conservation of the Kashmir Hangul? Kaziranga National Park, Manas National Park, Dachingam National Park, Jim Corbett National Park. Please answer. We already studied in a detail. Which of the following is a traditional musical instrument commonly used to the Kalbelia dance performance? Santoor, Pungi, Sarod, Tabla. Okay, please answer. Question number 5. Consider following dances: Chau, Kalbelia, Bihu. How many of the above is a classical dance of India? Only 1, only 2, all the 3, none. Please answer, and please write your answer and the reason for your answer into the comment section that is given below the video. Okay, so here these are all the questions that we have covered the topic till now. Next important news is with respect to this GI tag that is given to the Pashima shawl that is made of the charkha. So recently we saw that there was the more use of the machine, and that's why the more use of the machine made the many of the workers that were working into this with the charkha and handmade this handmade shawl and the carpets, that has been given the GI tag, geographical indication. This is a type of the intellectual property right for the geographical location. This is given for the quality, and you should know that this comes under the this is governed by under the Ministry of the Commerce. And what is the authority that basically govern it? Okay, so this is the promotion of, here it has given the Department of Industry and the Promotion and the Internal Trade under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So please remember this. And where the registry is taking place, the Controller General of the Patent, Design and the Trademark. So please remember this. Okay, so this comes under the WTO TRIPS agreement, and yes, this is given for the product that has the special quality and its origin in the particular geographical area. Beside that, there should be the, it is given for the 10 years. So you should remember in India, like the Darjeeling tea that has been given as the GI tag. Okay. Next important news that we will take is the commissionerate system approved into the UP. And what is the area for the UP pieces? Please remember, this is the Noida and Lucknow that comes under the commissionerate system. What is the difference between the commissionerate system and collectorate system? In the commissionerate system, the police have the power to for the arrest order or the for the firing. But in the, if it is under the collectorate system, where the collector has the power of the magistrate, and from there the police have to take the this arrest warrant and firing decisions. Okay, so please remember that this is the thing. And by the commissionerate system, we can bring the speedy and quick decision making and the action and implementation. But the thing is that why we bring the this collectorate system, we want to check and balance that collector, that civilians authority, and SP superintendent of police, that is the policing authority. So here, if the power is given to the one person to do implement as well as the issue the order, so there is the chances of the misuse. So here it is given that it was in the context of the protest of the Citizenship Amendment Act. As that particular time there was the intense situation, and for that a quick police action was needed. So the police authority of Lucknow and Noida was brought under the commissionerate system. This is very important in your interview. This type of the question UPSC asks. Next thing that we are going to study is this Tripura Mothad. This is a party into the Tripura, and this is a coalition with the BJP. They were demanding, this is the tribal based party that is represent the interest of the tribal. They were demanding for their issue, resolution of the issue they are facing with the historical concern, as well as the land right, their political rights, and the economic development, identity, cultural language, all that was in this concern. Because these tribal now they are the only 30%, because now they are in the minority, and historically they were belonging from this land, they were in the majority. So this was the concern. Their land has been being encroached, and their rights under the tribal rights has been violated. So all that was the concern. So there will be the committee will try to implement whatever the needed actions will be there. So please remember, so two party, one is the Tripura and other is the indigenous people front of the Tripura. They both they represent the tribal interests. Tripura means Tripura Indigenous Progressive Regional Alliance. So this is the full form. So please remember this thing. Next important thing is this Tamri Brahmani. This is the water board, and this is the river in the Tamil Nadu. Now we have found that lot of migratory species, they have been counted here. So you should know that this egret species. Let's see the pictures of this egret species. Then we will see this duck species. They are the migratory to this water body, and this cormorant species. So let's see one by one. First we will see the egret species, so that we will have some clarity. This is the river flow. Okay, so here it's flow, here it's going to, it is the here. Okay, so I think this is visible. Okay, so this is the egret. They have the different variation like the little egret. Okay, cattle egret, there is the some of the differences. Cattle egret is here and little egret here. Okay, so again, there is the different variety of this egret. So mostly they look similar, but there is the some of the difference in their legs, their color, a bit a small variation. Next, these are the ducks. So this is the headed goose, bar-headed geese. Okay, American Vision, a more colorful, and then okay, here again this is the bar-headed geese. So you can see all this type of the ducks, and this is the cormorants. So here the Indian cormorants. Okay, little cormorant. So you should remember they are migratory species to the India. Next news is with respect to the impact of this Forest Act. Recently we have seen that there has been the change, and this has made the many of the tribal society. One of the example here is given with the this tribal of the Palyar tribes in the Palani Hills. This is the part of the Western Ghat, and Kara Pari tribes. Okay, so they have been replaced from the forest area, and they have been settled into the outside the forest. But there is the issue that they are facing, the issue of the livelihood. They are not getting the livelihood because they have been separated from their land and their traditional livelihood skills. Now they are outside their livelihood skills. So you should remember all this has given that yes, Forest Act has compelled many of the indigenous people to relocate into the plains, and now they are facing the difficulty into the assimilating with those people on the plains. Okay, livelihood issue they are facing. They are also on the verge of losing their cultural heritage. They are not able to associate themselves, and yes, but there is the effort to bring them under the education. So here, this is into the Theni district. One more thing you should know, they are here in this picture. This tribal are performing the Silambam. The Silambam is the martial art, and it has been mentioned into the Tamil Sangam literature. So please remember this thing. Let's locate where the Palani Hills is there. So this is the Theni district. Here it is visible, Theni district, very close to the Annamudi. Annamudi is the highest peak of the Western Ghat. This is the Theni district, and here the Madurai center or religious center. Okay, so please remember all this thing. Okay. Palni Hills, that is located here. So this area is the Palni Hills. So you should be careful about this thing. Okay. Next important news is this Gyan mission. This has been dealt in a very extensive manner. So we'll study that basics about this. This Gyan mission we are planning. The main vehicle that we are planning is the Launch Vehicle Mark 3 LVM-3. This is also known as the GSLV MK3, and this will use the third stage. Three stage will be there. The last stage will use the cryogenic technology. What is the cryogenic technology? Under that we use the propellant of the hydrogen and in the liquid form and oxygen at the oxidizer. The both need a very low temperature and that much low that you cannot imagine. Please, please give answer. What do you think that what could be the possible temperature that we put this hydrogen and oxygen under this cryogenic system? So for hydrogen, we kept them under the minus 253 degrees centigrade. This is the low. Can you imagine even at the 0 degree there is the freezing point and the oxygen that is kept at the minus 183 degrees centigrade. Something near about that much low degree centigrade is needed, but the thrust is very higher, the speed per second is very higher, that why we use. Okay, the first stage, this comprise the solid fuel and it will have the booster strap. Okay, then at the second step we will have the Vikas engine. Okay, so all you will study this under our the science and technology in the detailed manner. What is the Vikas engine? What is the straps that we use? And where we are sending this Gaganyaan? We are sending it into the low Earth orbit, and the low Earth orbit that is between 150 kilometer to the low Earth orbit. This is the Earth, and there is the different orbit. The low Earth orbit that is very close. It is 150 kilometer to 2000 kilometers. Please remember that. What is the space? Space is any location that is above the 100 kilometer. 100 kilometer above that you comes into the space. So the definition of space comes that whenever you cross the 100 kilometer, that this 100 kilometer is also known as the Karman line. So please remember this. UPSC prelims can ask that what do you know about the Karman lines. Maybe they can ask that space definition defined by the Karman line. Okay. We also planning for our space, our indigenous space station by 2035 and our space man mission to the moon by the 2040. Okay. Besides that, we are about to go for the second phase of our moon mission, this Chandrayaan mission. The first phase we have completed. In the second phase, we again want, and this time we want to send our lander, a rover with help of the Japan. So here the collaboration will be there. So please remember all this thing. Besides that, you should know that already we were testing different area of for this mission. Okay, so such as the crew escape system. Okay, crew escape system means whenever there is the accidental case, so how there will be the ejection of this astronomers. Okay, so astronauts, they can eject themselves safely by this crew escape system. Okay, we have named this Vyomit. What is the Vyomit? This crew model. This will include the genoid feminine robot, and this will be known as the Vyomit, and fit with the sea sensor to track and effect of radiation. Okay. So this Vyomit, this is the robot that will be associated. This will give the information such as the weightlessness, monitor capsule condition, and the sound alarm in the events of the impending emergency. So you should remember all these things that is relevant, that is important. Besides that, we have recently changed the policy and the act with respect to the space policy, such as we have brought the India space policy, we have brought the National Geospatial Policy 2022, and we have amended this Telecommunication Act so that we can bring more investment, more activity from the private players, and now we have given the investment from the private players from the 49% to the 100% under the automatic route. Okay, so we have seen that for the different parts we have given the 100%, but whenever it is for the satellite we have given a 74%, and whenever this is for the launch pad and the launch system, it is 49% under the automatic route. Means you don't have need for the go for the government approval. Okay. So this is all about, you should know. Here it has given that other tests that we already have started, capsule, this space capsule recovery experiment that we started from the 2007, and the crew module atmospheric re-entry experiment that we completed by the 2014. So this Chandrayaan mission, this is space mission, not the Chandrayaan mission, this is human space mission that has been the preparation for a very long time. Next important news is with respect to this India and Myanmar, the free movement regime at their borders, that we see that how there has been the changes and what is the region. Now, you should know what is the historical context. Already in the 2018 onwards, there was free movement regime. It means that if there is the border area, if this is the border area, between the Myanmar and India. This is India. And the people living in this area, this is the border between and this is the 16-kilometer range. If the local people living in this area, they were allowed to move into the other area, means Indian people can move into the Myanmar, and Myanmarese people, they can move into the India till the 16 kilometers. Please remember this, okay? They needed a pass. This pass was valid for the 1 year, and they can stay into the other side here for the 2 weeks. Okay, so this was also allowed. All this will be ended. All this will be, now they will be over. Okay, so here this is the border area. Okay, so this is from the 2008, and it was implemented for the better implementation of the India's Act policy, because this Myanmar is considered as the gateway for the Southeast Asian countries. Okay, so now we are want to fence all this border area, and the length of this border area is the 1643 kilometer. So why this is happening? Because it is considered that there is the influence from the Manipur government, because the Manipur government, they are living. Why the Manipur government is taking this action? So think that this is the border area of this is the Manipur, and here it is the bordering with the Myanmar. Okay. The thing is that here one of the community that is known as the Metis living here at this area, and mostly these cookies, they are living into the different hill area of this border area. Cookie. So they have the relationship from this side of the area as well. The Cookie Joe people also found in this area, but the Metis, they are only in this valley area. They are not in this side area. So they think that the people coming from this side, from their blood group, their tribal group, and they are supporting them, and that's why the insurgency is high. This is the case. So that's why they are opposing. But here the Nagaland and down to this Mizoram, two states, they are supporting for this free movement regime, and they are opposing this fencing, because they think they have the common relationship with the people living this side. This side the Chin people lives, and the Mizo and the chiefs, Chins, they consider that they are the ancestors, they are the common tribal group. Again, here the Nagas live this side, Nagas live this side, and there is the family relation, matrimonial relation from the both sides, and this is due to the historical fact this asymmetrical boundary line was created, and it was due to the British treaty. The treaty name is the Treaty of the Yandabu of 1826. So please remember this 1826. At that particular time, who was the here we know that the Lord Bantic was the Governor General of India. So please remember this. Due to this, there is and that's why the Nagaland and Mizoram, they have opposed, they have passed resolution against this fencing. And can the state government pass a resolution as per the Supreme Court, yes, they can pass, but there is no effect. Just they can show their resolution, their opinion, but not the, there will be the not, it will not impact the decision of the central government. So here already it's, Supreme Court says that yes, they are free to do that, so that they can communicate their grievances, but yes, there will be no impact. Okay, so this is all about you should know. The other thing you should know is with respect to recently we saw that there has been the penalty on the Patanjali. Why there was a penalty? Patanjali, this was claiming on the many of the medicine of his medicine that they can cure the chronic disease such as the diabetes and other such disease, blood pressure and other thing, even some of the eye conditions. But in reality, there is no proved drug that can cure all these things. There is no 100% permanent solution of the diabetes or this blood pressure or some of the eye conditions. But this Patanjali, they claim that yes, they have the medicines, they have the drug, and that's why under this drug and magic remedies of Act 1944, 54, that whenever you are claiming and you don't have the proof, that medicine is banned, and there is the provision of the penalty. Okay, so you should remember this Act, drug and magic remedies. And yes, Supreme Court has also notice order for the what? For the contempt issue, because even after the order they were continuously advertising these all false claims. So this is all about from this news. They were claiming that they have the solution for the diabetes, okay, heart disease, and for that there is no proved proof that there is the complete permanent solution. We saw that during the even COVID-19 there was such claim from the Patanjali group, and that's why, yes, so you should know that. Okay, so this is all about. Next important news is from the science and technology. One more news you can take, the Paytm, the founder of Paytm, Vijay Shekhar Sharma, is in the news. What is the reason? Because he was also, he took the license of a bank, but to do there is so many regulatory provision that a bank have to follow, and the RBI regulate it. So it's found that the Paytm bank, this was not following these rules with respect to the consistently. They were not violating these KYC norms, as well as they were not following the rules regulation with respect to the risk profiling, and that's why after the consistent reminder in the end, the RBI said that please stop all your activities related to this banking area. So this has given here. Next important news is very unique type of a very a unique case. Here a fish is there and it can change its color. So whenever it is going to attack a prey, means it has some prey, and whenever it is going to attack, the color will be brighter, and after the attack the color will dim, and it is automatically done by this fish. So before that we didn't know, but gradually when study was done, it was found that this is the tactics to save itself from the any of the damage during the preying, and you should know this. Okay, so here this fish name is the marlin. This lit up and become far brighter than other, and yes, whenever the attack is completed, so it's returned to the non-bright color. Okay, so this is and you should know that this study was done with the help of the drone. So whenever there is the you have to write with respect to the what is the use of the machine or the AI technology. So here for the study of this environment or the ecology, we can study. Here we should know that what is the this behavior of the fish. So such predatory behavior is there with the animals and the mammals. Okay. Next news is with respect to a case for the life-saving modern contraception. So here it has given this news talking about that in India, the women have the very high risk of the pregnancy, and it is mostly due to they don't have the awareness that there should be the spacing between the two child. Whenever there is the continuously without the gap, that there is the pregnancy, and it doesn't give the time for the recuperate from the previous pregnancy. So we have seen that this case is still there, but here the data has given that yes, this maternal mortality rate has been decreased from 130 out of 1 lakh to the 97 between 2016-18 to the 2018-20. So this is the study period. Under that we have seen that maternal mortality has decreased. But why this had decreased? Because this has been decreased due to the institutional delivery and antenatal care and improving women access to reproductive health. But still the contraception is not that much prevalent, and there is so many regions, such as first thing is that they were unaware that there is the contraception they can use, and there is unavailability. There is the mindset. People are still take this contraception or other such thing as the stigma. But yes, we have the options of these contraceptions, and yes, what are the basic thing that is that could be the use, like the condoms, combined oral contraceptives pills, emergency contraceptive pills, and intrauterine contraceptive device, injectable contraceptive. These are the options, and contraceptive tablet, Saint Croman. Okay, the name of the local name is the Chaya. Okay, so these are the things that is available, but yes, there is lack of awareness of the women and the people. Okay, and there is generally people have the misconception and misinformation that such contraception are not good for the health, or it can impact their children. So these are the things that has been seen, the main reason for this. But yes, there has been the new introduction of the two more contraception. Here it has given two new method. This is the subdermal contraceptive implant and subcutaneous injectable contraceptive. Okay, so these are the two more options. They are the safe, and by that there could be the spacing between the children. So you should know this, and whenever you are going to write this with the women's health or the new use of the new technology for the women's empowerment, because whenever the women have to take the decision with respect to their fertility or anything, this gives the power, and there is a lot of change overall with this family planning and other things. So please remember. Next important news that we are going to talk about, this has given with respect to the how the artificial intelligence can be used. So there is the point that yes, there could be the use in the positive manner as well as the negative manner. So what could be the positive manner? Now a lot of positive use of this AI technology, such as this is being used at the problem solver, and monitoring the heart problems, eye condition. All this has been done with the help of AI. Beside that, we have seen that we have predicted the protein structure and its aid in the development of the new drug molecule. Okay. Beside that, we have also seen that use of AI into the disaster management or the weather forecasting or the any of the awareness forecasting, such as in the case of the cyclone or the monsoon. All this has been have the use of the AI technology into positive manner. But there are the negative use of this, such as there could be the replacement of the job by this AI technology, because this AI technology, they are the machine, they can act, they can work for the 24 hours without any leave, whatever the condition, whatever there is the celebration, like they don't have to celebrate Diwali or the Eid, anything. And the other thing is that this AI technology collects a lot of data, and that's why they can misuse this data, and there could be the threat to the privacy as well. Okay. Here it has given that, but the use, if we can control this misuse, the use is a lot. For example, there is the situation that we have to use our resources in an optimal manner. but due to the lack of the aware technology and the data, we do not able to do, or the human have the capacity. But AI can help. For example, we face that there is the situation of the sometimes there is the in the some of the region of the India there is the drought, at the same time there is the flood. But with the help of this AI, we can predict the data that what is the situation of precipitation is going on, and by that we can prepare. Beside that, we can provide the data for the river linking. Okay, so this can be achieved by use of AI. Okay, for example, there has been the study of this Pennar Palar Kaveri link scheme. Okay, so here we have seen that the use of this AI for the collecting the data, and yes, when this how much there is the more water uses in the different area, that is calculated with this AI, and yes, this has been used. Beside that, the AI can predict that at what level how much water is needed for the particular crop, or the which crop is more efficient, more optimal production could be there. Means for the optimal use, AI can produce that this crop you have to sow and at this particular time, when you have to change as per the precipitation forecasting. So all this can be calculated with help of the AI, and AI could help in the more productivity. So here it has given that different condition like the water level before and after the monsoon, and in such case crop sowing the pattern can be changed, prevailing minimum support price. All this thing in the combination with the help of the AI based modeling, we can achieve more efficiency. So this is all about whenever you have to write your answer with respect to AI under the GS paper 3, you can use all this thing. So I hope that most of the area that is needed for the that is relevant for the UPSC we have covered. Here we will conclude our session. Thank you for joining the session. All the best. Jai Hind.